agriculture.
Of
We
course.
could have actually been benefiting from the River Congo in a way that if we dam it, we provide electricity, cheaper hydroelectricity, not the other alternatives that we have. We will not be having Brazil supplying our continent with more salt than the rest of the world. We could have gotten our down salt straight to Nigeria for their refinery, the biggest refinery that's being built by Dangote, so that we know that we will take fuel from crude from Nigeria, then we give them salt. Then on the continent, we are sharing among ourselves. We could put our mineral wealth to good use. We could together. And you see, the problem with small countries like Ghana is that there's no big market for it. So we have almost the huge numbers of the continent will be what we'll be trading. Imagine a united bloc, United States of Africa. You imagine for a second that you don't have to travel if you want to go to Tanzania. You don't have to go to some other country outside of Africa before you
No,
there.
in fact, today if you want to go to Libya, you have to go through Turkey. And you
Imagine.
Libya. And I mean, in the past, if you had to call another country in Africa, you had to go to Europe. And you see, when you read Nkrumah's neo-colonialism, the last stage of imperialism, he told us how this was going to happen to us. Because within time, they're going to get us to take things from them.
That's true. And
we
be
take
dependent
things from
on
them and become dependent on them economically.
You look at your house today, wherever you are seated at home, or look around you, what you are wearing, what you're eating, the very things that are in your home, how many of them are made in Ghana, made in Africa? How many of them gave jobs to your fellow Ghanaians? How many of them promoted this economy? How many of them forced us to import and look for dollars to go and buy it and destroy our currency in the making? You think about how we would have been better off.
So you see, we have departed from the principles that would have made us a better place. Because you're talking about markets.
Yeah.
You know, we've talked about the African continental free trade area.
Yeah.
We've talked about the market that it presents to us as Africans, the population.
That's true.
Because you cannot produce and not have a market.
Yeah.
And if you cannot compete in Europe, what it means is that over time, you're going to be importing from Europe.
All the time.
All the time. And what that would mean is that you become dependent on them. You strengthen their economy and their currency.
Yeah.
While weakening your economy and your currency.
You know, this discussion we are having today about, because of Russia, Ukraine war and all of that, is because of this wheat and fertilizer.
Yes.
Predominantly.
Yes.
If just wheat and fertilizer predominantly is actually making us suffer this way, imagine if we produce many of these things on the continent and actually shared it among ourselves.
You're good to go.
How our lives would have been better off.
It is that simple.
I mean, I don't know, but we mostly see that African continental free trade area is modeled about the European common market
the EU
area.
system,
If you see how it works nicely, how countries have decided that, we are trading among ourselves in a way that we will get resources from you. We will not devalue the currency. In all the things that's happening, you see the shock with how, let's say, the American dollar, the euro, and the pound, they are being resistant. The reason why they are being resistant is because the strength of the currency is dependent on how people rely on it, not you relying on other people's own. So when are we going to wake up? I am hoping that in my lifetime, Africa will be more united. And see, mostly the problems with the unity, because the ordinary people of Africa, we interact now. It's been even easier on social media. You watch South African videos, you engage them. You were in Cape Town, you saw nice South African women. You all over the place.
Why emphasis on women?
Forgive me. My intent was not to. You saw South African people.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
yeah, but clearly. Yeah. So
now continue.
Yes. No, what I'm trying to say is that we engage already. We are talking to Nigerians today. They are living, they are marrying, they are going all over the continent. What is left is political role at the top, agreeing to let go of the power which is loose and useless. Because see, imagine Ghana versus US. Which proper deal can we get?
Nothing.
When they were discussing the APA, the Economic Partnership Agreement, see how isolated African states were struggling to make it. Even when small blocks like Acquah and Co were trying to help, we couldn't get far. Integration has always been the way forward. Why are we on our own? Even the divisions they talk about, Europe, they fought more wars than we are said. World War II was preliminary in their war. Germany versus Russia, Russia versus France. In fact, Germany went to occupy France for God knows how long. Show us which of the other countries have done the similar occupation on the continent. Ghana occupying Togo forever. Ghana occupying Benin. So we are greater bond than they have. And yet we are being forced to live like this because we don't want to give us more power.
But you see, Raymond, one of the things we must appreciate.
And every day we are setting timelines.
No,
equal this, we will do this 2025, 2075. Yes, Africa we want in 2063. It is too far.
When you stand at one place and you read with your mouth.
Yeah, no progress.
There's no progress. So we will stay at one place and say, today I would go through this place, that place, and we'll come and meet you at the same place. Yeah. What is it about power that we cannot let go? Nobody is saying give up the governance of your country.
That's true.
All we are saying is open up your country so that other African countries can also come here.
Yeah, so that you trade among yourselves
first.
You Africa. Engage more. You look within.
What is it? What is so difficult about trading in Africa that we cannot do it? Let me tell you something. Yes, there are interests in everything that you do. There are people who would not want to see you trade in Africa. Because
they are in the business of exporting.
If you trade in Africa,
importing,
they wouldn't grow their own economy.
Yeah.
When the West started going electric, when it comes to vehicles, electric vehicles, we saw these entities moving into Africa. Yeah. Moving into Africa, manufacturing vehicles that are dependent on fossil fuel, and pretending to us that it was because we're better managing our economy and things were right. And that's why they're moving into Africa.
This thing that you're saying, somebody told me barely 3 months ago that we should stop the hula baloo about celebrating these giants that are coming onto our country. What happened to we producing our own?
Yes.
And naming it African.
And the thing is that these giants that are coming into our world
are choosing better economies to do that.
I've realized that the future in Europe is now electric.
Very good.
They may not be able to make the profits they will make.
Brilliant.
So they are moving into Africa to do business with us. And as always, you've had the German Chancellor walk into Africa.
Yeah.
You've had the British, Secretary of State at the time, Foreign Secretary, that's Boris Johnson, coming to Ghana to try and strike a deal with us when Britain was getting out of the EU. Now, it tells you one simple thing. The fact that these people are looking for markets all the time. And it doesn't matter what it would take them. They will do everything possible to get it. What does that tell you? What that tells you is to begin to look within yourself. And so we've talked about, and something, a principle I like so much when we talk about local economic development. So you're looking at programs and policies that would develop an economic zone, transforming it and creating jobs for the people. It is based on that policy that you'd have a one district, one factory, for instance. And you would want a buy-in from the people. So, look, today, yes, we need money, okay? We need money. And so we say import duties. But let us ask ourselves the simple question. The import duties that we generate in this country, how much, of it do we have? The 5 to 8 billion that we target all the time? Yeah. How much dollars would have to go outside this country
for that
to bring us that kind of money in revenue? Yeah. So if we decided here in this country and we said, look, we're going to get all our ministers to drive in vehicles manufactured by Kantanka.
Yeah.
Or let's say we don't like Kantanka. We want to create a Raymond Acquah.
Yeah.
No problem. Let us create Raymond
But the
Acquah.
means of production should be local so that we can build a very proper system
Let us create Raymond Acquah. And let government, which is the largest spender, begin to buy from Raymond Acquah. What Raymond Acquah will do over the period is that Raymond Acquah will now begin to diversify.
That's true.
He will get into other things. Raymond Acquah will not be engaged in corrupt deals with government. We will monitor that.
That's true.
We'll ensure that he does the right things. If he does the right thing, over time, Raymond Acquah will be held by the government of Ghana to even set up in Togo, and in Sierra Leone, and in Liberia. When Raymond Acquah then begins to make money from Liberia and other parts, he would pay taxes in Ghana because he has a company in Ghana. The mother company is in Ghana. The head of the group is in Ghana. When he's paying taxes, we would let him pay taxes in Ghana. He also get the needed foreign exchange and bring it into Ghana. And we have other African countries also having businesses in Ghana. They cannot bring all their people to come and work here.
Yeah.
They will choose some of us to work. The kind of discrimination that you see.
So that if the girl leaves senior high school or junior high school, they can walk into a factory and become a factory hand, learn on the job, the skills required to actually run a factory.
Yes.
So that within the periods required, you have so much skill that they cannot throw you out within the period. We are talking about the things that will help us develop. Not every time somebody is producing, you they are only consumer. Every time you are buying the very best of the clothes, you are going to Liverpool Street, you are going to Pomont Street to go and do all the biggest shopping in the world. That is not the vision that will drive our development.
And you see, if you've
seen the development for a few rich people, capitalists without capital on the continent, that kind of development will not work because you have to steal the money before you get the capital. But how about we build a very strong capital base for ourselves here? So you will not be relying on an external rating agency that is consistently downgrading you, so that you will not destroy your economy in the process. Because you know your sister Nigeria can provide you the food you need. You know the other African countries can fill in when you need them most.
But that's, you see, and
one of the things that made me very sad is that when COVID happened, no African country was developing vaccines on their own. Think about it. 54 countries, none of us was developing vaccine on its own. It's not a shame to us. See the research trend on the continent. Very shameful. And it tells you where we are going. And regardless of the big things they will say to you, look at your future through that ends. That if there is another big event like that, big catastrophic event like COVID, who's going to develop the next vaccines for Africa?
Exactly the point. And you see, it's because we do not plan. We've been celebrating the Queen's funeral. And you've seen, and I saw on social media, people take to social media. Anybody who has seen Operation London Bridge would have known that, once the BBC changes like to dark colors, and you saw all the presenters in, black suits and black ties, you knew the Queen had passed on. While we're talking about that, one thing never occurred to us. The fact that they planned and met yearly to review the plans for the Queen's funeral. They did not sit down, wait for the Queen to die, and then started thinking about, let's go and set up a committee. This is a country that knows that at all costs their queen or king will die.
Yeah, here we will not even contemplate it.
We would never contemplate it.
Yeah, we will see that you are forcing a person to die.
We are forcing somebody to die. Look, our neighbor Nigeria imports salt.
Yeah.
You have from Brazil.
Yeah. I was just saying that,
You have Electrochem.
Yeah.
Adansongo produce.
Very good.
Electrochem is here.
Why are we not supplying?
Producing millions of tons of salt. Why can't Ghana agree with Nigeria, as you were saying, that we want to get this salt to Nigeria and other parts of the African continent?
Yeah.
What we would do is that we would help a Ghanaian.
And then for the petrochemical industry, they need a lot of salt.
Exactly. Let's say we'll help a Ghanaian. In this case, is Daniel Macaulay. McDan, who's doing that. He's been giving the license to work. You're going to help this person, and once you're helping him, he will diversify. That's always the point. And I keep saying,
create jobs, extend to other countries.
Exactly. He would move on.
So, see, let's not pretend to ourselves. That's why we create false rich people. Rich people who are not truly rich people, but dependent on the state. It's because we have, for a very long time, killed even the very people who did this in the 60s and the 70s.
Yeah.
We had groups. Show me any Ghanaian business that's over 200 years. You look through your mind. Which means that before independence and through to the independence period, we have not had, not even 100 years.
Look,
show me one.
I'm going to do something. I'm going to bring you a sound of Kwame Nkrumah. Before I do, let me just tell you a few things about CBG.
Okay.
And then we'll go for an Nkrumah sound. He talks about our resources and our potentials. Yeah. But live your dream life by picking up what you need from any of our partner vendors and pay over 12 months at 0% interest. At CBG, you have access to loans of up to 100,000 Ghana cedis. It's easy. Complete an application form and attach a national ID, passport size picture, and a payslip covering the last 3 months. And CBG will guarantee fast and easy access to loans for qualifying applications. There'll be no fees or charges for early payoff. Call us now on 0302-216-000. Terms and conditions apply. CBG, we stand with you. And every business needs a growth strategy. So what's yours and how are you driving it? Drive your team along, ensure them to drive growth. Get the group employee insurance package that is trusted for 177 years, delivering fulfilling employee benefits. Old Mutual Group Employee Insurance covers employee risk so they can focus on delivering growth. Employees are assured of compensation for credit risk, permanent and temporary disability by accident and loss of income in the event of death or disability. Your employees also enjoy medical reimbursement and critical illness benefits. Old Mutual ensure speed of service and claim payments. Ensure your team and drive growth with Africa's leading insurance partner, Old Mutual's Group Employee Insurance. Call 0307 000 600 now for support. Old Mutual, do great things every day. Now, if you want the respect, acknowledgement, opportunities that come with being ranked among Ghana's top business, then we have some good news for you, because the prestigious Ghana Club 100 is back again and is currently open for entries. And the awards night will be held on the 14th of October 2022, where 100 outstanding companies in multiple sectors will be ranked based on their size, growth, and profitability. To be eligible for these coveted awards, an entrant must be a limited liability firm. Alternatively, companies with government interest should have less than 50% government ownership unless the company is listed on the Ghana Stock Exchange. All entrants must have a cumulative operating profit. For the most recent 3-year period, 2019, 2020, and 2021, businesses that wish to be considered for these awards are requested to fill an application form online or read details on how to physically submit the applications on GIPC's official website, gipc.gov.gh/block. The deadline is 23rd September 2022. For further information on the event, sponsorship, and advertising, you can contact Charles Opoku Mensah or Acquah Mills on 0244 877 583 or 0544 332086. Send an email to charles.mensah@gipc.gov.gh or acquah.techimills@gipc.gov.gh. And let me just tell you that the Black Stars, are preparing for Qatar 2022. Raymond, are you going?
I don't want to make it dependent on you. The other time you contributed only 1,000, which could not take me. So now it is my going will be dependent on the benevolent masses of this republic.
But at least I contributed some. I was willing to pay some.
Oh no!
You see what put natural.
Yeah,
the one you have is the one.
But it's not too late for me.
The one you have is the one you gave.
I like the rules in Qatar.
Well, DSTV is your trusted home for the friendly games leading up to the World Cup, and with 3 warm-up games left before the Black Stars go to the World Cup, DSTV is proud to telecast the much-anticipated friendly between the Black Stars of Ghana and the Samba Boys of Brazil. The game is on live and in HD on Friday, the 23rd at 6:30 p.m. Get your front row seat at the greatest stadium on DSTV. And we're going to see Vinicius Jr. do his famous dance moves. Are we going to see him do his dance moves? Or we'll see a debut goal from Inaki Williams? Quite on time, but maybe another go. Join in to see if Tariq Lamptey makes his debut. Stay connected for just 50 Ghana cedis using *759#. Catch all the 64 World Cup games live and in HD, only on DSTV. DSTV, it's your moment. Yes.
Saviano.
So on time, goes.
Yeah, right.
Last season, so about 38% share 8 goals.
Ghana strikers, yeah. I don't know what.
38% share 8 goals.
Hey,
maybe 8 goals.
That's less than 15%, right?
Maybe 8 goals, but in the World Cup.
This guy that's supposed to save us, no?
Messi getting the goals and will come in the World Cup.
I mean, listen, I don't want to give up on this country. I'm very high spirit, but
we will
score that, bro.
We'll score.
We'll score.
He'll get a debut goal. Let's listen to what Kwame Nkrumah
Don't say debut goal.
But that will be his first game.
Yeah, but okay.
Okay, we'll go for a quick break.
Yes.
When we return, we'll tell you what Kwame Nkrumah said about our resources and our potentials.
Yeah.
The National Petroleum Authority, in collaboration with the Chamber of Bulk Oil Distributors and under the auspices of the Ministry of Energy and African Refiners and Distributors Association, is organizing the Ghana International Petroleum Conference, GIPCON 2022, live at the Kempinski Hotel, Gold Coast Security, Accra, from the 28th to the 30th September 2022. This year's conference is under the theme Energy Transition in the African Petroleum Downstream Context, Prospects, Challenges, and the Way Forward. The special guest of honor for the event is His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, with Honorable Minister for Energy, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, also delivering an address. The conference is designed to actively bring to the fore the downstream petroleum industry's perspective and guidance on issues of governmental policy and regulatory framework. GIPCON 2022 will witness a convergence of regulators and downstream industry stakeholders from across the West African sub-region and beyond. It is a unique occasion to connect with many specialists in the downstream petroleum industry from all over the world. For registration, participation, opportunities for exhibition and sponsorship, kindly visit gipcon.com.
Hello, my name is Acquah, an entrepreneur and a mother of two. My work keeps me busy most of the time, and sometimes it takes me away from my family. But the safety and health of my family is very important to me. As a working mother, I cannot afford to take any chances when it comes to matters of health. That is why I signed up for a family healthcare plan from Equity Health Insurance. My family and I have access to over 700 hospitals, clinics, opticians, dentists, pharmacies, and diagnostic centers across the length and breadth of Ghana. With Equity Health Insurance, I no longer have to worry about medical bills. Anytime a member of my family visits a hospital, Equity Health Insurance has got my family and I covered. What about you? Who has got you covered?
Call Equity Health Insurance on 050-660-7910 and talk to them about your family health needs now. Visit equityhealthinsurance.com for more information. Equity Health Insurance, here for you.
Are you covered? In fact, how much do you know about motor insurance? Do you know exactly what it takes to make sure that your car is all-round covered the way it really needs to be? To make the right choice when choosing a motor insurance policy, you need to talk to the right people. Dunwell Insurance offers competitive rates and a choice of covers ranging from third-party cover, third-party fire and theft cover to comprehensive cover. At Dunwell Insurance, we delight in paying personal attention to our esteemed customers and ensure prompt payment of claims. So if you didn't know, now you know. Dunwell Insurance. If it must be done, it must be done well.
Kickstart your day the safe and right way with a freshly brewed cup of piping hot coffee from Shell Bakery or Vida E Cafe. Reconnect and catch up with friends and unwind over cheesy burger goodness during your lunch break at Burger King. Relax this evening with drinks and meals at Honeysuckle and Starbites.
Relax and enjoy the perfect weekend plan filled with fun, food, and family at KFC, Burger King, or Starbites.
Refuel your energy at Shell and let your adventure drive you on this road trip.
Take a break at any of our Shell stations and enjoy any of these great offers from our partner restaurants. Shell, go well.
Mr. Bossman, with all these computers, servers, and electronic equipment, I know they see one cable for the floor crack.
Charlie, you be right too. We dey use raised access floors from interface, so all the cables they hide under the raised access floor. So
this be the solution to the plenty cables we in my computer room for office. Accountant, call interface now.
If you're involved in new property development, renovation, or decoration, the right place for you is Interface Limited. Call us on 0274-999999 or visit our website at
www.interfacelimited.net. Facebook, Interface Limited GH. Instagram, interface.limited.
Football kukuda mene ne de ba ofie. Go TV ada romanti. Jojo wo ofie na je o city fi say. Go TV the leagues and the cup competitions e bonson. Ebre wo Super Sports so. Hwesenia Premier League, Serie A, La Liga, Europa, and the FA Cup nyina do koso wo den. Twen na the FIFA World Cup no so be pi so. Better football day here. Je wo Go TV decoder 89 Ghana cedis per. Na hwe football kukuda season for flowing. Go TV. Love it.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Back. This is the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And we're going to get back to the Kwame Nkrumah sound shortly. But getting cash on the go from an ABSA ATM is now so easy, even when you don't have your contactless ABSA debit card with you. For the first time in Ghana, you can withdraw money from any ABSA ATM. And with the ABSA mobile banking app using a QR code, it is easy, safe, and convenient. Simply open your ABSA mobile app, select ATM QR cash to scan the QR code on the ATM screen, follow the prompts, and get your cash out. Easy. That's another digital innovation that gets things done. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA. Download the ABSA mobile banking app now to get started, or visit the nearest ABSA branch to sign up. But are you ready to wake up the champion in your child today? Don't just wake up your child. Help wake up the champion in your child with energy from Milo with Active Go. Now, your children need all the help they can get as they go through their daily activities. And Milo with Active Go contains the natural goodness of malt. Milk and cocoa is a source of vitamins B2, B3, B6, B12, C and D, and minerals. That's iron, calcium, and phosphate. Energize your child with a nourishing cup of Milo every day. Milo energy to go further. But do you care about your engine? Whatever you drive, whatever the conditions, we have the right motor oil for your vehicle. At the heart of every performing and long-lasting engine, there's a Shell motor oil. Formulated with the most exclusive cutting-edge gas-to-liquid technology that transforms gas into pure oil, Shell motor oils keep your engine clean, stronger, smoother, and gives a longer oil change interval. Shell motor oils are also endorsed by the very prestigious car manufacturers such as BMW, Hyundai, and your car. Look, having challenges choosing the right motor oil for your car? Talk to our experts at our Shell stations. Our oil specialists and lube bay mechanics are trained to understand your car and guide you on the right way of maintenance. Visit any Shell station now and choose from a complete range of products and enjoy the benefit of additional checks on your vehicle for free. Shell lubricants designed for ultimate engine performance. Let's listen to Kwame Nkrumah as he talks about our potential and our resources.
Here is a phenomenon against which all African freedom fighters must be on their guard and resist to the utmost. Even though I appreciate the difficulties facing us, I must admit, I find it strange to watch some of us returning willingly to the colonialist fold. This time, they don't even have the excuse of being forced to subject themselves to foreign domination. It makes one wonder, why so much effort and sacrifice and so many lives were given up to the achievement of independence in the first place, if it can only be so quickly and easily surrendered. We must begin to build immediately our own continental common market, for it is easy for anyone who studies the Common Market Organization closely to realize that the common market is aimed at harnessing the African countries to satisfy the profit lust of the imperialist bloc and to prevent us from following an independent neutralist policy. It is easy to see that the imperialists and the colonialists are determined to retain the African countries in the position of suppliers of cheap raw materials. If we do not resist this threat, and if we throw in our lot with the common market, we shall doom the economy of Africa to a state of perpetual subjection to the economy of Western Europe. This will, of course, hinder the industrialization of our young African states. It is impossible to think of economic development and national independence without possessing an unfettered capacity for maintaining a strong industrial power. The activities of the common market are therefore fraught with dangerous political and economic consequences for the independent African states. The organization constitutes an attempt to replace the old system of colonial exploitation by a new system of collective colonialism, which will be stronger and more dangerous than the old evils we are striving to liquidate from our continent. This is another reason why we should come together in a unified African economic plan, which, operating on a continental scale, can make a solid attack on the imperialist domination in Africa. We should, without delay, aim at the creation of a joint African military command. There is little wisdom in our present separate effort to build up and maintain defense forces, which, in any case, would be ineffective in a major world conflict. If we examine this problem realistically, we would ask, which single African state could protect itself against an imperialist aggressor? And how much more difficult this would be when some states are allowing the imperialists to maintain bases on their territories. I have already referred to the military forces with South Africa, its reason, and the danger it poses for the new African states and the struggle of those still in chains. Only our unity can provide us with anything like adequate protection. Those problems can best be met within a unified Africa, and it should be possible in the higher reaches of our endeavor to devise a constitutional structure which will secure the objectives I have outlined, and yet preserve the sovereignty of each of the countries joining the Union. Countries within the Union will naturally maintain their own constitutions, continue to use their own national emblems and national anthems and other symbols and paraphernalia of sovereignty. Regional associations and territorial groupings can only be other forms of balkanization unless they are conceived within the framework of a continental union. There are existing models which we can modify or adapt to our pattern. The United States of America, the Soviet Union, India and China have proved the efficacy of unions embracing large stretches of land and population. Long live African freedom fighters. Long live African independence.
We've been saying.
Yeah.
That just think of a country like ours, Ghana. Yeah. We may need additional markets.
That's true.
But which better markets than looking within our brothers and sisters in Africa?
That's true.
Why don't we come together and pursue an industrialization agenda for the total good of Africa?
Yeah.
So I mean, if we produce salt here in Ghana at the Songo here, where Electrochem is doing some wonderful job, why don't we help them export to other African countries? If there's somebody producing, so if Nigeria is producing rice or something, oil, crude oil in abundance, why must we think of importing crude oil from, processed crude oil from Russia and Ukraine, when we can help Nigeria do that and send it right to us right here in Ghana? It is that simple. Unfortunately, we have become suppliers of raw materials.
That's true.
And when we send our raw materials, so imagine Belgium earning billions from the cocoa industry and the chocolate industry, Belgium.
And we're getting 10% of it.
They don't produce cocoa.
Yeah.
But they add value to it. And they bring it to us. Have you watched the documentary A Great African Scandal? It was done by one of the Channel 4 reporters. Aired during our 50th anniversary When I saw that documentary, I wept. This guy went round cocoa growing areas and asked children working on cocoa farms whether they've tasted any cocoa product. And to my surprise, there was nothing like that. They didn't even know how refined cocoa, processed cocoa would taste.
I mean, I understand you 100%. I think there's no need basically repeating the point that if we and this generation do not turn around the fortunes of the larger majority of the people on the continent, we would have not only been a disgrace to the future of our people, like the way we complain about what others have done. It is up to us now. We are taking baby steps. Sometimes it's good to admit that, after and all of these are baby steps we are taking. We need to move into the drive where we understand that the forces against us are great, and that we need to take our destiny into our own hands and make sure that we build an economy that's for all of us, an economy that will not go every 3 years into an IMF program, an economy that's consistently resilient and can withstand shocks, that we can be a people who are proud. And when we say we are a proud people, we mean it, not pretending to be. So not exploiting our own. What we can do, you see, when we bake a bigger cake, we can all share it. We can take a larger chunk, some will take smaller chunks, but we can all share it. What's currently happening is that we are plundering the smaller cakes and we're not willing to build bigger ones. We are becoming a stumbling block to our own development because we are looking to the West consistently without looking within. And that is something that we should take out of our minds and our hearts. But it doesn't look like we'll end it. Now, currently, what we consider development is inviting a Western company into Africa to operate.
Exactly.
Think about it for a second.
And then we're happy. Anyway, let me tell you about Kingdom Books and Stationery. It's Ghanaian. They say, look, you don't know how you don't have to come to their stores physically now. Just go online, kingdomstoreonline.com, and choose whatever you want, and they will deliver it to your homes and office within a reasonable time. There's free delivery within Accra and Tema, and they accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. Another Ghanaian one here. Have you registered your self-line numbers yet? Well, if you haven't, please do so, because the National Communication Authority's directive is to get all SIM cards re-registered. Self-line has demarcated special registration points close to your community to help you register your MiFis and routers. You can also visit any self-line shop near you to register with your Ghana card. Remember, no registration, no service. Register your self-line numbers today to avoid disconnection. Self-line, better together. And the Minerals Income Investment Fund, the state entity mandated to receive mineral royalties, among other functions, per the Minerals Income Investment Act 2018 Act 978, wishes to remind all licensed and active quarry operators, salt mining operators, limestone mining operators, and sand winners to pay their overdue royalties into the designated MIIF account at the Bank of Ghana or through the Ghana.gov.gh platform, Ghana.gov platform, to avoid sanctions. Separately, all returns must be filed at the nearest Ghana Revenue Authority office and filled with the Finance Department of MIIF or addressed to MIIF or via email at finance@miif.gov.gh. Operators who have not paid mineral royalties from 2021 and between January 2022 and June 2022 also notified to fulfill their statutory obligation in order to avoid any business inconvenience. MIIF shall commence an interagency nationwide operation to ensure all mining operators within the jurisdiction comply and adhere to the Minerals Income Investment Act 2018 Act 978 to the letter. For more information, contact MIIF via nana.tando@miif.gov.gh or call 0201-855-660 or 0201-855-612 or 0201-855-64. Kindly visit miif.gov.gh to learn more about the activities of the Minerals Income Investment Fund. But everywhere make hot. Charlie, but still, man for enjoy, regardless. So grab your favorite Bigo drink from Toilum Industrial Company Limited, producers of Venom Mineral Water and Rush Energy Drink. Guess what? Bigo Drinks gives you 20 bottles for a pack. Yes, no more 16, 4 more bottles for free. Obia Benyebi. Boys, girls, mommy, daddy, for the party, funeral, family day out, and any other social gathering. No wahala. Grab any of our flavors: cola, orange, pineapple, apple, cocktail. Bigo drink, big in taste, big in flavor, big in quantity, and very affordable for all. Bigo drink, another premium product from Toilum Industrial Company Limited, producers of Rush Energy Drink and Verna Mineral Water. This is the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And Raymond, my friend Richard Techimensa, sent us a message. He says, even our names were imported. Just imagine, Ghanaians named Winston and Raymond. Now, this is my friend Richard Techimensa.
Okay.
So just imagine, Ghanaian named Richard. It was my mate at the University of Cape.
Okay.
He's the NPP regional secretary in the central region.
Oh, okay.
And he sent me this one. Folks would love to hear from you. Okay, would love to hear from you. But a lot of you have been joining us, on social media. That's on Twitter and on Facebook. We asked you a very simple question. And they were talking about, found the fact that Nkrumah, led the Ghana for the independence. But Raymond, what are they saying on social media?
So a couple of them that are here quickly. So your thoughts on Ghana's first president. This one says, a man who even after his death, his vision is still making a great impact in the country, is setting a pace in the political world. That's Acquah tweeting there. At Commonality says, he was a missionary leader and the man who really meant well for Ghana and the whole of Africa. His ideology was top-notch and an exemplary leader who stood against all odds to fight for the goodness of the country, forever in our hearts. Africa's millennium man, Ghana Brixton is the one saying so. PLS, Temamoto Way, the guy is listing some of the things. Temamoto Way, Akosumodam, these are enough to bow our heads in shame. Post Nkrumah, we've not been able to find a leader as visionary and legit as he was, and I guess I'm even wasting my time here because elections are just 2 years away, and I'm certain we are going to do the traditional things. For me, Dr. Nkrumah is our past, our present, and our future. Until we accept especially his vision and place them within the modern globalization, our march forward will be backward, even if we move still. Abdullah Abdul Wadud says, our mentor, our hero, our liberator, and our asset. That's Abdullah Abdul Wadud. And Vincent Okwampa Appel says, he was a great thinker and keen about development of human race that will translate into helping his fellow countrymen and the continent at large, not the reverse we are seeing today. Constantine Chiotofe says, a man who knew suffering and wanted a better Africa for its people. What a legacy. Copy says he was a great leader. This one says it's from Kletu Suk. Why? Doc, we salute you. And Sabali Alfred Paul says he was a great man who never finished the plans he had for Africa to be successful for all of us living in Africa. If all leaders in Africa would have half of his kind hearts and love for Africa, Africa would be the happiest place to be. There's more. Ashwood, he say, useless country like Ghana, take it from me, we're a country that will never develop. Well, that's Ashley. And Emmanuel Mabisa says, Enjoy SMS, great statesman Africa has ever had. And Afu Planner is also tweeted at Alan Ampofo. There's no other selfless leader like Kwame Nkrumah in the whole of Africa and all over the last century. That is what he said anyway.
Well, that's Africa, the African of the millennium. But are you ready for the World Cup on Go TV? Well, it will be bigger, better as we bring you all the 64 games live. Raymond wants to be in Qatar. While Ghana gets ready to cheer our Black Stars to the top, follow the team's preparations as it begins the journey to Qatar with some international friendlies. Go TV gives you a front row seat as the Stars take on the Seleção of Brazil on Friday. That's this Friday at 6:30 p.m. And will the Black Stars prove their skeptics wrong with a victory, or it will be business as usual? Stay connected with as little as 50 Ghana cedis and see all the additions to the Black Stars team in action. Indeed, better football day here. Go TV, love it. Well, if it's your birthday, MTN is saying, look, they're going to be giving you 3 hours of free talk time and 25 text messages free, so that you can call and text all your friends and family on MTN. And that's not all. You also stand a chance of getting birthday cakes and e-vouchers to grab your birthday gifts at some of your favorite shops and supermarkets. So Now you know where all the birthday fun day, right? Join the biggest family in Ghana and let's chill on your special day. Kind courtesy MTN. Please note terms and conditions apply. But if you're worried about acquiring litigation-free land in Kumasi and thinking about how to obtain exquisite and outstanding accessories to your home, to make your home unique, do you want to buy a house? Where do you live? Do you want quality but affordable roofing sheets, blocks, granite, pavement blocks, marbles, paint, polytanks, home security, and anything construction? Worry no more, because your superstation Love 99.5 FM is here again with a Kumasi edition of the Habitat Fair 2022, which brings together finance houses, construction firms, real estate developers, dealers in furnishing, and many more. This event is slated for Friday the 30th of September to Sunday 2nd October from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. each day. Habitat Fair 2022 brought to you by your superstation Love 99.5 FM and supported by DBS and Republic Bank. Love FM Habitat Fair, home ownership, where you live matters. So I've been telling you about the Black Stars, The Black Stars taking on Brazil. You can get it also live on DSTV. So all you have to do to stay connected is by using *759#. The question is, would Inaki Williams get a debut goal? He's playing his first match for the Black Stars. Yeah, will he get a debut goal?
That goals, not goal.
Goals. It's Brazil you are playing against.
Yeah, but why? Now, it'll be.
Sure, Brazil, you will be one. Brazil, you will be. Folks, we'll go for some few messages. When we return after these messages, we'll be activating the phone lines on 0302-216-541 or 055-1111-997. We get to hear from you. Maybe you want to tell us the books of Kwame Nkrumah that you've read, or maybe you want to tell us what your thoughts are on what we have become today and what Kwame Nkrumah stood for.
You promise my people one this.
Imagine say water wake up at dawn. You know buff, you know chop. Where it vanish for your area for 2 weeks. You not get one drop safe inside your tank.
Hey.
Hajia, our life was in dangerous. Only our neighbor gets water with water tank.
Water tank?
Yes, water tank. Mamma mia, that water tank gets meter for checking water level. That water tank be fine past Kumasi Selenium. That water tank be tough like Ghana Army. That water tank, they carry water pepe. So say some no go left inside the supply tank. What a tank! That's my boss, Mr. Poncho go talk.
Beautiful, durable, with water level indicator and accurate volume of water. Water tank. What a tank! By Duraplast.
When the world looks at my child, they just see an energetic 8-year-old. But I see more. My Lucy is going to become captain of her school volleyball team, keep excelling in class, and do great things one day. I see a champion. So when I give her Milo with her breakfast every day, it's all part of waking up the champion in her.
Don't just wake up your child, wake up the champion in her. Let Milo with Active Go and the natural goodness of malt, milk, and cocoa help wake up the champion in your child every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo! This advert is FDA approved.
Some institutions touch lives, leaving lasting impressions, and are never forgotten. GCB, your biggest and largest bank in Ghana, is rewarding customers who activate their inactive account this season. From now till the end of October 2022, GCB is inviting all customers whose account have been inactive for over 2 years to activate their account and get exciting rewards. Go on, activate your account with any amount at any GCB bank branch nationwide. You may also activate your account on our online platform and enjoy the GCB experience. Customers who activate their account with 100 Ghana Cedi and above also get a 50 Ghana Cedi reward at the end of the month. Don't forget, terms and conditions apply. Hurry, get your account activated and link it to your Ghana card. Contact our customer service on 0302-681-531 or on toll free on 0800-422-422 for any information that you may require. GCB Bank PLC, your bank for life.
Hey, welcome back to work.
Charlie, thanks, bro. Thanks,
the
bro.
malaria really knocked you down, eh?
Charlie, no joke. Hey, fever, headache, vomiting, loss of appetite. I couldn't even eat my usual fufu.
You and fufu?
How we go do it?
I hope you got tested before the malaria treatment.
Oh, yes, I did. And thanks to Malatu, I kicked out malaria one time.
Sharp. Anyway, sorry to ruin your excitement, but your boss asked of you.
Okay.
She says she has plenty work for you.
No problem, Charlie. Strength day.
You see,
When malaria strikes, take Malatu, containing Artemether and Lumefantrine. Comes in tablets and suspension for the effective treatment of malaria in adults and children. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. Malatu is manufactured and distributed by Ernest Chemists Limited. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Melcom Best Buy is on. Though we are still in tough times, Melcom says we're there for you. Save big at Melcom when you best buy your groceries, electronics, furniture, and all your daily need items at the lowest prices. Melcom, your one-stop supermarket for all your daily needs. Terms and conditions apply. Melcom, where Ghana truly saves. Melcom, where Ghana shops.
Football's greatest season is here, and DSTV is the stadium with all the action. Enjoy every single match from the FIFA World Cup, Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, the UEFA Europa League, and the UEFA Champions League. The greatest football from the greatest leagues around the world. Ronaldo, Haaland, Messi, Salah, Afena-Gyan, and Benzema. All week, every week. Get your decoder today for just 169 Ghana cedis and upgrade to compact and be part of sport's greatest stadium only on DSTV. DSTV, it's your moment.
I've been everywhere and anywhere I go.
Fortune rice, it needs just a little water. The greenstone stick and the aroma and taste are delicious. Fortune rice, always on point, just like mom.
Now introducing Fortune Amoah, your tasty Ghana rice for all your rice meals.
This advert is FDA approved.
Just like mom.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the
It's 9.7 FM. So the phone lines have been activated now on 0302216541 or 05511119997. 0302216541 or 05511119997. But are you an accomplished leader on an emerging leader and desire to see great leadership on the continent? Then join Live to Lead conference for a full-day leadership event on Friday, October 7. Live to Lead is organized by the John Maxwell Company, live from Atlanta, Georgia, and is simulcast around the globe. Theme: Leading with Integrity for the Common Good, and is delivered by world-class speakers. Speaking this year are John C. Maxwell Ward, acclaimed #1 leadership expert and best-selling author Patrick Acquah, president of Ashesi University, Patricia Obonai, CEO of Vodafone Ghana, Uncle Ibu White, renowned playwright, Gwyneth Addo, CEO of the Hair Center, Kathleen Adi, chairperson of the NCCE, and other international speakers like Patrick Lencioni and more. It's Friday the 7th of October 2022. It's virtual on the Leader Pass platform. Rate 799 Ghana cedis. Call 0546 665826 or 0244012450. Visit livetoleadghana.com for more information. Partners: Go Fields, Joy FM, Village of Hope, Global Share Alliance, EcoBank, Stanbic Bank, KPMG, Hollard, APSA, and UBA. Live to Lead is brought to you in Ghana by CTL Africa, Yaupebi Team, and SJA Consult. Let's get to Medina. Nanakwesi, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, Nanakwesi.
Yeah, I hope you're all well.
I am doing very well. I hope you're fine too.
Maybe I'm sad though.
Oh, why?
Oh, anytime you celebrate Kwame Nkrumah, I get sad. Honestly, I get sad because, you see, education is supposed to enhance common sense, wisdom, and skill. But unfortunately, in this part of the world, it looks like these three is lost to reading books and certificates. And it's part of the reason why we are suffering. See, most of the things you say, it's not about the doctorate, the HNDs and all. It's just common sense and wisdom. Are they lie?
Yeah, you're right.
Most of the things you say, that's it. But what is it? We pride ourselves with certificates, with degrees, with doctorate, and he has this. He has that. And when the Bible says, the dead then says, I'm sad. Good morning.
Good morning. Nanakwesi from Medina. Let's get to Adabraka. Bature. Hello, Bature. Okay, so I think we've lost Bature. We'll get to Bature shortly. But Oktoberfest is here again. Ghana's premier 5-star hotel, Labadi Beach Hotel, brings you another exciting edition of the biggest beer festival in Ghana, Oktoberfest 2022. Performing live is the Bayern Boys Band from Germany. Catch all the fun with German traditional food and beer at the Plush Labadi Beach Hotel from Friday 7th to 9th October 2022. For inquiries and reservations, please call 0302 772501 or 0544 431213. Come and let's party. Benjamin in Adenta, good morning.
Good morning, Winston. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about you?
By the grace of God.
Great.
Kwame Nkrumah is the greatest. I mean, there's no two ways about it. He even got the African Man of the Millennium.
Yeah.
But those who overthrew him, I wonder why we don't chastise them. You even named our airport after Kutuka. I mean, nemesis of the state. And some of the remnants are still here with us in power today. Africa would have been greater if the CIA was not to take part to influence our people who became nemesis of the state but rather celebrated to overthrow our greatest. We don't even need to go to America for arms. We would have been better off, but the leaders who came after him did absolutely nothing. Nothing. Like our vice president, who told you he will bring down the city. And our professors in the universities don't do anything. When he speaks, Professor Hankey of, John Hopkins University is not taking him on. Professor Hankey is an economist. He's speaking. Our professors don't even say anything when the vice president speaks, but Professor Hankey speaks. And yesterday, he even posted about our inflation is 81% by his calculation. And I mentioned it yesterday, but he told me that it's national average and blah, 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 all that data. So you see, we are not helping ourselves. How can you move forward with this mentality? We don't even learn from Kwame Nkrumah. His greatest leadership skills, how he was able to build a motorway that today we are benefiting from hugely. And we failed to even understand the engineering of the motorway. Concrete, you are using bitumen to fill it. I mean, what have we become? At least, what have we become? So Nkrumah should be celebrated. If he were to be alive today, which probably may not be possible because of over 100 years now, but still, if he were to be allowed to continue his work for this country, today Ghana would have been heaven. And Americans will be coming here for medical aid, not our president falling sick, running to USA, UK. Our vice president was in the UK because UK always want evidence for medical care when he was sick. But you go to Kolebu, people go to 37 and look at the state of our facilities. They don't even have simple machines that can even diagnose certain ailments.
Okay.
You don't have it, right? If Nkrumah were to be alive, Ghana would have been paradise. Show me the building he has anywhere in this country. He never even stole our money. He didn't have any building. Look at the people who came after him and the mansions they are living in today. People even came to power, use our resources to renovate their private residence because they couldn't do it. John Kufuor did it. I mean, Kwame Nkrumah is just so great. And no wonder he got the African man of the millennium.
Thank you very much, Benjamin from Adenta. Bature Narabraka, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother. How are you?
I'm fine, and kindly reduce the volume on your radio set so we can hear you.
Exactly. Thank you very much for the wonderful work you are doing from Ghana.
You're welcome.
I'm really sad. Really sad. But Nkrumah never dies. Nkrumah never dies. Look at the blueprint. Look at African Union or African Unity. Where is it? But look at the Europeans. They've done the European Union. It's something they took away from Kwame Nkrumah, or a similar idea. It is working. It is helping them. A citizen from any European country can walk into any EU countries without even asking him anything. But look at what is happening. Look at the motorway. It's still functioning. It's being deteriorated. We are not rehabilitating it, but it's still working. Successive governments have come and built roads which within 2 or 3 years has gone bad. Look at the factories that he built. Some of them are still lying there, silo. Instead of us to go back and go and rehabilitate them. Look at unemployment. So the ideas of Kwame Nkrumah, we have to go back to it and make sure that we implement it to the latter. If you are able to do this, we'll solve all our problems. Look at Thor. Thor is still there. Look at what is happening, the madness going on with fuel prices. That every blessed day they will increase fuel in this country. Isn't it a shame? Yet we claim we have leaders between MPP and NDC. They can't sit down and then come together to make sure that what will help the youth of this country and this country, they will implement it.
Okay. Bature, thank you very much for joining us. Let's go to Yeboah in Pram Pram. Yeboah, good morning.
Good morning, Winston.
Yes, Yeboah. I'm fine. Hope you are fine too.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Great.
Kwame Nkrumah always celebrated, not only in Ghana, but in the whole Africa. I'm saying this because even he didn't think about Ghana so much up to the point that he talked about Africa as a continent to be liberated. Now, we as his motherland, what have we done in memory of him? Kwame Nkrumah Circle, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, PEP. The person who overthrew him has Kutuka International Airport named after him. What message are we trying to send? What are we celebrating? Who are we celebrating? And don't forget, Ghana is the gateway to the world. Ghana is the gateway to the world. So if this has been done, and successive leaders have come, and we haven't thought it wise to revisit that topic, what are we doing? Everybody else who has called has spoken and has said, I didn't need to say this, but Ghanaians have spoken. We said we want to plant for food and jobs. We have soils that can plant. What's stops us. Just yesterday, I saw the fertilizer truck being discovered as stolen or whatever. You see, we are behaving as if we are living in a jungle warfare sort of atmosphere. Everything can work, but it will never work under MPP and NDC. It's period. We need to understand this. No matter how pure the person is, the party corrupts whoever comes. So my simple plan for Ghanaians is, let us vote outside of this. Let us look for people, practical people who understand the way things work. Everybody can see. Mason, but politicians, they in the Jumia, no, we try to say there, and it is the look about here.
Yeah, boy, thank you very much for joining us. Let's go to Dodoa, where Nana is. Nana, good morning. Nana, good morning. Hello, Nana. Oh, I think we lost Nana. Please try and get in touch with us again on 0302-216-541. 0302-216-541. And then 055-1111-997. 055-1111-997. So Nana is back. Nana, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Nana, kindly reduce the volume on your radio set. Talk to us.
I'm not with the radio.
Okay, go ahead.
I want solutions. As for disappointment, we've all expressed it. So what's the way forward? I agree that we should own our own future and turn things around. How do we start?
Okay.
How do we start?
Well, yes, I'm listening.
How do we start? Okay. That's what I want right now.
Okay.
Because Because as for the disappointment, we all express it. No one is happy except those who are benefiting. As for them, they will justify what's happening. But we need solutions.
We would wrap up with some of these things. We started by talking about them, but even as we're talking about our challenges, we're talking about the things that we need to do. So we'll wrap up with them. Let me get to Adenta where George is. George, good morning.
Good morning, Winston.
Yes, George.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. How about you?
Oh, it's great.
Great.
Winston, I'm from Nkrumah. We can't underestimate what he has done for us. There is no way out. Now, I want to ask, didn't he have any blueprint for us to use?
Well, he had development plans. I'm sure the match talked about one that you would remember is the 7-year development plan, which was not fully implemented at the time of his overthrow. So it was truncated during his overthrow. It's there.
Yes, I think we should go back and do those things. Look at it very well. You understand? The man has so much foresight. As at that time, he was thinking of atomic energy. Can you imagine? Yes. We had Combi factory, Acquah, ceramics. Today we are importing all those things. Are we developing or what? I think somebody mentioned Kotoka Airport. Why do we name Kotoka Airport? Airport Kotoka Airport. So we move through our legend. I wish you would. Have a good morning.
Have a good morning too, George. And that will be our final caller. We can't pick any more of your calls right here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages.
Football kukuta mene ni ede ba ofie. Go TV adarumanti. Jojo wo ofie na je wo city fi say. Go TV the leagues and the cup competitions e bronson. Ebre wo super sports so. Hwesenia Premier League, Serie A, La Liga, Europa, and the FA Cup on the koso wo den. Train the FIFA World Cup no so be piwo so. Better football day here. Je wo Go TV decoder 89 Ghana cedis per. Na hwe football kukuta season fufuro. Go TV. Love it.
I do praise, yeah, but him. I do praise, yeah, I'm quite sober. I do praise 2022 is sponsored by DBS Industries Limited. Roofing papa fie. To roofing sheet every DBS Industries Limited. Nanyam bossu free and from out. Freya, I was 0240 84 44 44. I do praise 2022 is sponsored by Franco Trading Enterprise. Franco Trading Enterprise. Phone, accessories, any air condition papa fie. 21st Clinic, the sciatica experts. Nayas toothbrush. Ayulap gripe water and Molly's baby oil. Frito sunflower oil. You deserve a life of goodness. AA charcoal toothpaste. Fluoride free. Made in Ghana. And Nas Boss Boy Enterprise. Unimte Ankasa. I do praise. Yeah, the hero.
Football's greatest season is here, and DSTV is the stadium with all the action. Enjoy every single match from the FIFA World Cup, Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, the UEFA Europa League, and the UEFA Champions League. The greatest football from the greatest leagues around the world. Ronaldo, Haaland, Messi, Salah, Afena-Gyan, and Benzema. All week, every week. Get your decoder today for just 169 Ghana cedis and upgrade to compact and be part of sport's greatest stadium only on DSTV. DSTV, it's your moment.
Oktoberfest is here again. Yes. Ghana's premier 5-star hotel, Labadi Beach Hotel, brings you another exciting edition of the biggest beer festival in the world, Oktoberfest 2022. Performing live is the Bayern Boys Band from Germany. Catch all the fun with German traditional food and beer at the plush Labadi Beach Hotel from the 7th to the 9th of October 2022. For reservations and enquiries, call 0302-772-501 or 054-443-1213. Oktoberfest Beer Festival. Come, let's party.
Image Brew and April Communications, in partnership with the National Theatre, presents.
Stanley, look, all hell will be let loose if now we're to see anything in the newspapers about me and Mary and living in Labone.
But why?
Because I live with Nashome in his cantonments.
No, son. You live with Mary in Labone.
That too.
Hey, you've got 2 homes?
Yes.
One here with Mary?
Yes.
And one with your girlfriend in East Cantonment?
Yes, only Nashome is not my girlfriend.
What is she? A German Shepherd?
She's my wife.
Run for your wife. Live at the National Theatre, Saturday 1st and Sunday 2nd October, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. each day. Tickets are now selling for 100 Ghana cedis at Bachona Total, Koala, Frankie's, Tama Community 11 Shell, Nalem Store, X-Men, East Legon, or go to www.imagebureaugh.com or dial *365*2020#.
So you've got 2 wives?
Yes.
And 2 homes?
Yes.
I can't believe it.
Me myself, sometimes I'm surprised.
Prepare for the most hilarious comedy of your life.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
All right, so welcome back. This is the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's some 12 minutes to 10, and what that means that we have 12 minutes to go. By the Infante Pim Old Boys Association presents the 7th edition of the MOBA Annual Engagement Series at the EcoBank Head Office Auditorium, Ridge, on Wednesday, 28th September 2022 at 5 p.m. Theme Yenananombo Taipa, producing graduates fit for the 4th Industrial Revolution, with emphasis on content, human resource, infrastructure, and finance. Panelists: Professor Franklin Menu, former Rector GIMPA; Richard Lai, Headmaster Morgan Community International School, Ghana; Kwame Esilfi Bura, who's founder and head the Christchurch School; Engineer Vincent Kwame Osei Apia, District Engineer ECG Ghana; Moderator Suleiman Abubakar, CEO General Electric Ghana and Global CIO GE International Markets; Sponsor EcoBank Ghana; Media Partners Joy FM, Joy News, Joy Prime Hits FM, Adom FM, Adom TV, Asempa FM, and Graphic Communications Group. For further information, call 0503-186258 or 0243-177333. MOBA Jin Shekan. But you know your car is your best friend, and best friends need more than just any other oil. With over 50 plus years expertise in lubricants, technology, and recommendations from renowned car manufacturers, Shell brings you world-class Shell Helix and Shell Remula lubricants. Our Shell Helix range with its state-of-art gas-to-liquid technology is the #1 engine oil that cleans your engine for better performance than conventional lubricant in the market. Engineered especially for heavy-duty engines, Shell Remula provides reliable and consistent protection against deposits and wear, and works hard to give you peace of mind to focus on your core job. Our oil specialists and lube bay mechanics are trained to understand your car and guide you the right way of maintenance. Make a stop at any Shell station and let us help you choose the right motor oil from our complete range of products and benefit from our additional vehicle checks for free. Shell lubricants designed for ultimate engine performance. But bring your family and loved ones this and every Sunday to Oak Plaza Hotel Lucida Restaurant for the best Ghanaian A buffet lunch in town, complimentary local drinks, water, entertainment available, discounts available for group bookings. For reservations, call 0205-111235 or 0302-210-630. Oak Plaza Hotel, a place for great food and memorable experiences. Raymond, it's 10 minutes to 10. It's happy Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Day to you.
Certainly, there's been question, and in fact, I think that one of the greatest contributions, I said it here, it's not the number of hospitals or factories that Nkrumah built. It's his thinking about how Africa ought to develop, and that's what we should pick up today. That it can be an independent state connected with other African countries, coming together to build a broader, bigger market base, and also a state that has its factual basis right, that has its ideological positioning right. So today, I'm asking myself consistently, what are we teaching the next generation? Which values are we imparting in them? Which African are we building for the next generation? Other countries in the East, in the West, are all developing some values into their own. What is the unique African value we are imparting into the next generation? If we pick from Nkrumah's own book, we can get some of these things to build a future. I'll be asking, and I am sad about the responses to that question. How many of the Nkrumah books have you read? I am shocked that anybody can go through an 18-year education in the Republic of Ghana and not read a single book by Nkrumah. Ask yourself, what is informing your political ideology? What is informing your values as a human being? And what is really directing the collective interest of this country and the continent as a whole? Whose ideologies are we pushing into the collective? Because you can have wonderful people and build factories, but if you have people with terrible ideologies and people with terrible values, they'll destroy the factories like we've done in times past. So the basis we need to get absolutely right.
Food for thought. Thank you very much, Raymond Acquah. Folks, on behalf of the team, thank you very much for joining us right here on the Super Morning Show. Big thank you to Samuel Mbura, Jojo, and to the birthday boy, Ishmael Ba, a.k.a. DJ Wobete. My name is Winston.